Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the English Diary podcast. Today's episode is all about something we all dream of: success. Whether it's exams, career, relationships, or personal goals, we all want to succeed. But how do we actually achieve success in anything? Is it luck, talent, or something deeper? Let's break it down in simple English with real-life examples, emotional insights, and practical steps. So grab your chai, take a deep breath, and let's begin. What success really means. Success. It is a word we all hear every single day. We see it in movies, in books, in the news, in the people around us who seem to have made it. Some people tie success to wealth, others to fame, and many to recognition. But if we pause for a moment and strip away the noise, we realize something simple. Success is not a single definition. Success is deeply personal. Success is waking up each morning and knowing you are moving closer to becoming the person you are meant to be. When people talk about success, they often imagine it as some grand destination, a mountaintop that only a few can climb. But in reality, success is less about the mountaintop and more about the climb itself. Success is the courage to begin, the persistence to continue, and the resilience to start again when life knocks you down. Success is not about luck or destiny. It is about the choices we make, the habits we build, and the mindset we cultivate. The truth is, anybody can achieve success in anything they set their heart and mind to. It doesn't matter where you start, how much money you have, or what your background looks like. History is full of ordinary people who created extraordinary lives. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent, not intelligence, not privilege. It is the decision to keep moving forward when others stop. This podcast episode is not about empty motivation. It is not about flashy quotes you forget tomorrow. It is about building a deep, emotional, practical understanding of what it takes to succeed. If you listen carefully, and more importantly, if you apply these lessons, you can start shaping your own path of success today, right now. So, let's begin this journey together, breaking the myths about success. Before we build the foundation of success, we must first destroy the myths that surround it. Because success, as most people imagine it, is wrapped in illusions. The first myth is the myth of luck. People look at successful individuals and say, they just got lucky. Luck plays a role in opportunities. Yes, but luck without preparation is wasted. If someone hands you a chance and you are not ready, that chance will slip away. True success is built on preparation meeting opportunity. The second myth is the myth of talent. We often hear, he was born talented, or she has a gift. But talent alone is never enough. Talent without hard work is like a seed never planted. The most successful people in any field are rarely the most talented. They're the most consistent. They show up every single day, long after the talented ones gave up. The third myth is the myth of speed. People believe success must come quickly, or else it's not worth it. We live in a culture of instant gratification, fast food, instant messaging, overnight delivery. But success doesn't work like that. Success is slow cooking, not instant noodles. It requires patience, endurance, and time. The people who achieve lasting success are those who stay in the game long enough to reap the rewards. The fourth myth is the myth of comparison. Too many people waste their energy comparing their journey with others. They look at someone else's highlight reel on social media and feel like failures. But remember this, success is not a race against others. It is a race against your own potential. The only person you should compare yourself to is the version of you from yesterday. By breaking these myths, we create space for the truth. And the truth is empowering. Success is possible for you, no matter who you are, if you are willing to commit to the process. The mindset of winners. Every journey of success begins in the mind. Before you take a single step in the real world, you must first win the battle inside your head. The mindset of winners is not about arrogance. It is not about thinking you are better than everyone else. It is about believing you can improve, grow, and create the life you want. The first key mindset is belief. You must believe in yourself when no one else does. You must hold onto your vision even when others doubt you. Every great success story begins with a person who dared to believe in something bigger than their circumstances. The second key mindset is resilience. Life will knock you down. Not once, not twice, but again and again. You will fail. You will be rejected. You will feel hopeless. But the difference between winners and losers is this. Losers stay down. Winners get back up. Every failure is not the end, but a lesson preparing you for the next step. The third key mindset is growth. Winners do not see problems as walls. They see them as doors waiting to be opened. They ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? Instead of saying, I can't, they say, I can't yet. This small shift in thinking makes all the difference. The fourth key mindset is focus. In a world full of distractions, winners know how to protect their attention. They don't waste us scrolling aimlessly, gossiping, or chasing things that don't matter. They keep their eyes on the vision, and every day they move one step closer. Mindset is like the soil of your life. If the soil is rich, your efforts will grow. If the soil is poor, even the best seeds will wither. That is why cultivating the right mindset is not optional, it is essential. Power of habits and discipline. If mindset is the soil, then habits are the seeds. Success is not built in a single day. Success is built in daily actions repeated again and again until they shape who you are. Think of your day as bricks. Every habit you practice is a brick you place in the foundation of your life. A good habit builds strength, a bad habit creates cracks. Over time, these habits shape the entire building of your success. Discipline is the ability to keep building even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes like the weather. Discipline, however, is steady. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel inspired. That is why discipline is stronger than motivation. Successful people are not superhuman. They don't wake up every morning feeling like champions. They get tired. They get bored. They get discouraged. But they still show up. They still do the work. They still honor their habits. That is what makes them different. Start with small habits. Read 10 pages a day. Exercise for 15 minutes. Save a little money each week. Wake up a bit earlier. Over time, these small habits compound into massive results. Remember, success is never one giant leap, but a series of small steps taken consistently. The first steps on the journey. Many people dream of success but never take the first step. They wait for the perfect moment, the right time, the ideal circumstances. But here is the truth. There is no perfect moment. The best time to start is always now. The first step is clarity. You must know what you want. Not what society wants for you. Not what your parents or friends want for you. What do you truly want? What does success mean to you? Write it down. Be specific. The second step is commitment. Once you know what you want, commit to it fully. Not half-heartedly. Not, I'll try. Commit with all your heart. Say, this is my goal, and I will not stop until I reach it. The third step is action. Too many people stay stuck in planning. They read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, but they never act. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Even a small action today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. The fourth step is persistence. The path will not be smooth. You will face obstacles, distractions, and failures. But persistence is your weapon. Keep going when others quit. That is how the journey unfolds. Stories of ordinary people. History proves this truth again and again. Ordinary people achieve extraordinary success by refusing to give up. There was a man who failed in business multiple times, lost elections repeatedly, and struggled with depression. Yet he kept moving forward, and eventually he became one of the most respected presidents in history, Abraham Lincoln. There was a woman who was rejected by publishers dozens of times. People told her that her story wasn't worth printing. Yet she persisted. And today her books about a boy wizard named Harry Potter have inspired millions. J.K. Rowling. There was a man who was fired from a newspaper because they said he lacked imagination. Later, he created one of the most iconic entertainment empires in the world, Walt Disney. These stories remind us, you don't need to be perfect, you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep moving forward, step by step, day by day. The price of success. Here's a truth that many people don't want to hear. Success has a price. Nothing worth having comes for free. You will pay for success with time, with effort, with sacrifice. The question is not whether success costs something, but whether you are willing to pay that cost. If you want to achieve success in anything, you must be willing to give up certain comforts. You may need to sacrifice late nights of scrolling through your phone so you can wake up early. You may need to sacrifice temporary pleasures to save money for your dream. You may need to sacrifice the approval of others because not everyone will understand your vision. The path to success is not always glamorous. It is often lonely. It is often uncomfortable. It requires saying no when everyone else says yes. It requires choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term pleasure. But here's the beautiful part. Every sacrifice you make builds strength. Every challenge you face prepares you for the next level. The price of success feels heavy at first, but the reward on the other side is far greater than anything you gave up. Ask yourself today, what are you willing to give up to achieve the life you dream of? Because success will demand something of you. And only those willing to pay the price will taste the reward. Dealing with fear and doubt. On the journey of success, two shadows will always follow you, fear and doubt. Fear whispers, what if you fail? Doubt whispers, what if you're not good enough? And if you let these voices grow louder than your own, they will paralyze you. Understand this. Fear and doubt are natural. Everyone feels them. Even the most successful people you admire feel afraid. The difference is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Courage is not the lack of fear. Courage is action in the face of fear. When you hear doubt in your mind, don't argue with it. Prove it wrong with action. When fear tries to stop you, remind yourself that the pain of regret is far greater than the pain of trying and failing. 10 years from now, you will not regret the things you tried and failed. You will regret the chances you never took. So, let fear walk beside you if it must, but never let it drive the car. You are in control. The power of consistency. If there is one single word that defines success, it is consistency. Not intensity, not brilliance, not talent, consistency. Think about water. A single drop of water is weak. But drops of water falling on stone for years can carve valleys. That is the power of consistency. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive change. You don't have to do extraordinary things every day. You just have to do ordinary things consistently. Wake up. Do the work. Improve a little. Repeat. Success is boring most of the time. It is not fireworks and dramatic breakthroughs. It is steady, disciplined effort. Consistency builds momentum. At first, results may be invisible. You go to the gym and nothing changes. You save money and the numbers look small. You study and still feel behind. But if you stay consistent, the compound effect kicks in. Suddenly, the results explode. People will call you lucky. They won't see the years of quiet, consistent work behind your overnight success. Remember, consistency beats intensity. 1 hour every day is better than 10 hours once a month. A little progress every day becomes unstoppable over time. The role of patience. Success is not instant. And yet, so many give up because they expect results too quickly. Patience is the bridge that carries you from effort to reward. Think of a farmer planting seeds. The farmer doesn't plant today and harvest tomorrow. He waters the soil, protects the crops, and waits for the season. He knows growth takes time. The same is true for your dreams. Impatience destroys more dreams than failure ever will. People quit too soon, not realizing they were closer to success than they thought. That is why patience is not passive, it is active trust. Patience means you keep working even when results are not visible. Your breakthrough might not come in 1 month or 1 year, but if you are patient and persistent, it will come. Environment and influence. You cannot achieve success in isolation. The people around you shape you more than you realize. If you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, and laziness, those qualities will rub off on you. If you surround yourself with ambition, positivity, and discipline, those qualities will lift you higher. Jim Rohn once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Look at your circle. Do they inspire you or drain you? Do they push you forward or hold you back? Sometimes, the hardest step towards success is leaving behind people who don't share your vision. That doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you protect your energy. Choose your influences carefully. Books, podcasts, mentors, friends. Fill your environment with voices that push you to grow. Success is contagious. When you spend time with people who are striving, their energy will ignite your own. The value of failure. Most people fear failure. They see it as the end, as proof they're not good enough. But failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every successful person has failed more times than most people have even tried. Failure is feedback. Failure is a teacher. It shows you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of success, seeing failure not as defeat, but as progress. When you fail, do not bury the lesson. Study it. Ask, what can I learn? How can I improve? Every failure brings you closer to success if you are willing to learn from it. Remember, failure is temporary, but quitting makes it permanent.